special edition of the Diamond Boutique. I'm your host, Michele Lau, here with Mama Pat, my co-pilot, my cohort, the lady who keeps me distracted when I'm trying to get the live stream ready because she's funny. Um, but we are ready for you. In fact, I see you guys have been saying hello already. So good morning, Cass. It's really good to see you there. And by the way, everybody who comes in to join, you are now officially a member of the family. So we love having you there. One of the things I'm most proud of with the Diamond Boutique is we can do things that we don't get to do on television. You know, we can kind of take our time and just kind of yuck it up and have some fun. So sit back, relax. This half hour is going to be especially exciting for me anyway, and I hope for you. It's been many years on my mind and production of what I'm about to share with you. Coming up is Diamond Month in April. You might be watching this app after April this year. And if you are, the items I'm going to be showing you will already be for sale if they're still in inventory. So you're a little late to the party if you're watching after April, but if you're watching today live, you're in the right seat to see some really glamorous, really beautiful, gorgeous pieces that are of utmost quality. And I can say that with a lot of assurance. So we'll dig into how it all came to be, but I want to get started. We are going to be talking about the Ethos by Firelight collection. Ethos is a company that I met, I guess it was a year ago when I first got introduced to these lovely ladies. This idea has been brewing in my mind for a number of years. And again, I apologize for the dogs, you know how they are. But it had been brewing in my head for a long time. And I wanted to bring a really high quality collection of emeralds, rubies, sapphires, who knows in the future, lab grown gemstones because of our exciting opportunity here. I mean, you guys are super excited, of course, about our lab grown diamond collection, which is called Firelight. And so it's the same concept. These emeralds, rubies, and sapphires are chemically, physically, optically, the real thing of the highest, most beautiful quality. So the dogs are excited. Mom, how about everybody out there?
Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Good morning.
Hi, Michelle.
Good to see you.
And of course, our buddy Sherman Girl.
Yes, and Cass. Wonderful to have you there.
She's in for a treat.
Oh, yeah, you really are, you guys. You're in for a treat. So let me show you the first item.
I can't believe.
I've stalled long enough to try to get everybody here.
I can't believe they're.
It's finally happening. When I first told Mom that I had this on my mind, she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be, you know,
if that's going to be the same quality."
Oh yeah, that is right. That's what you are worried about. But oh yeah, hey, could you do me a favor? I forgot to turn the light on. This is without the lights on. Would you just flip that switch for me, Mom?
I will.
Ready, you guys?
It's going to cost you.
I think it's the red button. Nope, not that one. Keep pushing. Dang, here. Oh, I see. It's way down here. Oh, there we go. Ta-da!
I could have done that.
I want you to be able to see this because the light on those diamonds is scrumptious, isn't it? Okay, so a couple things are different. Tyrone. Hey, Southpaw. Hey, Tyrone. You guys made it in time. Yes, this is an exciting day. I'm really psyched. You're going to see 5 wonderful things, so stay to the end. They're just awesome. We're going to start with lab-grown, beautiful emeralds and diamonds. This is an Art Deco style ring, and this is what I had on my mind from the very beginning. I love this style. If you think about it, back in the day, this was the time in history where women were really empowered. You know, we got the vote, we cut our hair, we were wearing pants, we were doing all these things for the first time.
Now we're doing all these things.
Now we're doing all these things every single day. That's right. But there are certain influences from that era that translate really well into this modern interpretation in lab grown, which is so technical and so of the moment today. And again, can you see that beautiful emerald in the center, those emerald stones, and then the white baguettes right in the center, creating that beautiful, luxurious feel that you're going to love to live in. Also, May's coming up. Again, we're recording this and we're here with a group of people that are live with me, which is awesome. We're getting all kinds of great questions. If you can check out the chat or leave your own questions too if you're watching late. But May babies are going to love this because this is your birthstone, but it's done in the finery of eye clean, near colorless diamonds. It's absolutely phenomenal.
That one was my favorite.
This is your favorite?
Well, it was.
This was the one that kind of started the whole discussion.
Bracelet. But
there is a bracelet to match this. I don't know if you could hear Mom.
I can't decide now.
Well, you need them both, Mom, if you're going to invest in this, right? Because you know the quality is going to be really consistent. Okay, so backing up a little bit. Does anybody have any questions so far? Keep them coming. Today is different. I'm not going to be giving you any item numbers because there aren't any item numbers. These are not in inventory, but I'm using them as an example. They will potentially be in inventory in April. So if you, I'll tell you what I could do. I could, well, you can take a screenshot if you want to. Then you'd have a picture. Here, go ahead, take a picture with your phone if you want to. Then you'd have a picture to refer back to if you're searching through the inventory. I hadn't even thought of that till just now, but that would work.
Let me see you turn it a bit.
You want to turn it a bit? Sure, I can do that. Thank you for asking.
I'm a little delay.
You're on a little bit of a delay, Mama?
Yes, so go ahead.
Okay, I'll just keep doing the tour here. There's the back side. Look at how well these are finished.
It sounds so corny, but honest, you almost have to see it in person.
Okay, first reaction. Do you love it? Do you not love it? Are you sort of lukewarm about it? I want your feedback, honestly. Honestly, I want to hear about this. Now, it is a labor of love for me, but I've got thick skin. Not everybody likes the same jewelry as other people do, but I love this style. I think this is so cute. There's nothing else like this yet. This is the one, if we do bring it in, that's going to be coming in, and I think it probably will be. All right. So anyway, the time was World War II, right? Just after World War II, when a gentleman, I'll just call him Mr. Chatham, actually, because I think he deserves that. But you hear a lot about the Chatham emeralds. Emeralds is where it all started with Mr. Chatham. Emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. Rubies and sapphires followed shortly thereafter, again, shortly after World War II. So this is not a new concept, but for the longest time, people had a hard time getting their head around the fact that we could lab grow emeralds, rubies, and sapphires, right? And you can get the highest degree of quality, because the problem is, if you were going to shop for an emerald like this, it would be so out of bounds because of the perfect color, because of the perfect clarity, and they're not all completely clear. In fact, it's really funny. In the world of emeralds, something's been happening for a while with lab grown. Let me show you the back of the piece. Oops, wrong way. That's the right way, right? That's the back. Okay. You can see the back a little bit better than when I had it on my hand. But people actually in the last couple of years have started to ask for lab grown emeralds that had inclusions in them, you know, because emeralds have been known for their Le Jardin, which is the stuff that's inside of an emerald. And oftentimes you can read it and tell where in the world, physically, which mine they came from by reading, or at least indicating which mine it was, by reading an emerald, almost like reading the palm of your hand. So some manufacturers are doing that. We are working with the very finest of manufacturers to make sure you get the ideal color and the perfection that would be and is really the finest emerald available. So emeralds and diamonds. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I've been wanting to talk about colored gemstones again for a while because they make me happy. I know, I can't never shut up about it, but it was in Las Vegas about a year ago that I met the team that I knew was going to be the destiny for this. You guys know that I'm really involved with the Women's Jewelry Association. I'm on the International Board of Directors. In fact, we've got a meeting again today. Remind me. So please, Mom. Yeah. So anyway, I really am a big believer in propelling women in the business, right? And I met a lovely, lovely woman by the name of, well, her name is Simran. And she's very private, so I'm not going to really go too much into it, other than she is a multi-generational jeweler. She owns a business which is all women, and it's women making beautiful, beautiful designs and beautiful pieces that dovetailed perfectly into what my vision has been for this. So I'm just really super excited that it's finally coming to the table in April, and I hope you are too. Do they like it?
That shows it better. Yeah. Southpaw Studio 21 especially says she loves it.
Oh, good.
I wrote that it's really difficult to appreciate the true sparkle online with these lights.
Yeah, I mean, it's better with the studio lights down here on, of course, but in the daylight,
Oh, Lord.
oh,
Yeah,
MG. It's just spectacular.
Yeah.
So emeralds are the May birthstone, of course. Emeralds are also one of the big three, emeralds, rubies, sapphires, and then diamonds are, of course, a cut above. But those four gems make up the precious family, right? So when people use the term, you know, like they'll say, oh, tanzanite is a precious stone. They're not using it in the gemological term of the traditional diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires. It's like when you call a baby precious. Oh, you're so precious.
Careful. There's there's
Ta-da! My bracelet. Could you hand it over here, please?
yes. Oh, I forgot my part of
Oh,
my job.
now, you know, I'm naughty. You know that. So when the buyer said to me, would you want to wear that for Gem Day? You know I was all about it. I was like, yes. And we got so many calls. I personally think this is going to be one of the hottest tickets when we get to Diamond Month.
Why don't you hold up the ring if it's
With it? Sure,
convenient
I can
with
do
it?
that, Mama. Absolutely.
There, that
There.
I fell in love.
Isn't that a great combination? I mean, look at that. Can you imagine if you were, and some of you are jewelers that are watching, I know many of you are very artistic, right, Southpaw? Can you imagine color matching, gemstone, and color matching all
Jeremy
of
loves
those?
the bracelet.
I
Loves it.
know. I'm really rallying to do it in emerald, ruby, and sapphire. And I hope that we're able to do that.
Wait till they can hear the prices on them.
The price, yeah.
But we can't.
I can't do that yet. No, because they're not on the website yet. They're not available. I want it. See, this group is like they're like a group of friends that I can ask opinions, right? And I know I'll get honest feedback on it. You know, if you don't like something, let me know. If you love something, let me know.
Matters.
It matters. And you guys are making a difference in what I'm doing on the air too. So it's just really great. I love this whole community. And I want to thank you so much for being a part of it. This is going to be in gold, by the way. This is white gold. Oh, it's so yummy.
Are they all in gold?
Yeah, everything yes, thank you for that. Everything is in gold. Everything we're going to be doing is going to be in gold. I think it deserves it, don't you? When you're talking about diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires, whether they're from the earth or whether they're from the lab, they're important gemstones historically. And I think that merits gold. I don't know. If you want it in silver, let me know. Maybe we can do some things that are in lighter weights or a little bit more dainty in silver. But if you can, wouldn't you rather? I mean, really? So it's going to have the jeweler's clasp. Let's see if I can show it to you here in my home studio. I don't have the fancy cameraman here. But this, I do have Mama Pat, which I don't have in the studio. So this is kind of joyful. But you put this in and then it clasps around the back.
Oh, that's cool.
I like that. So, yeah, just like so. In fact, I think I took a picture of the back. Yep, I did. It's probably easier to see it here. But I wanted you to see that the design doesn't disappear. Or
I couldn't find the clasp.
yeah, it looks, well, you can tell when you look really close because you can see the little thing on the side and down here. That's what flips around the back like that. So, yeah. So this is a keeper, right? You like the set? The doggies do. I'm getting all kinds of scratches and a hedgehog. That's a 2 thumbs up from the Tedder. He doesn't need thumbs, so he's got to do what he can do, you know.
I said, Southpaw said she prefers to have gold any day, and I said,
Yes.
me too, when possible.
Yeah, when possible. Now, I understand there are some pieces that are fashion pieces that I want in silver because I don't want to spend a lot of money for them, like a midi ring, for example, or, you know, there's just a bunch of stuff. But when I'm shopping for diamonds and emeralds, I guess the reason we did it in gold is I just felt like it deserved it. But if you guys feel differently, I do want to know because it doesn't matter what I think.
Do you,
Really,
have you
at the
had
end of the day.
time to research to see if it's similar to growing the same as diamonds?
Yes, and we'll get into that when we're on the air with it for sure, because
short memory,
there are
so-
different ways to grow. There's like 3 or 4 different processes depending on which gemstone we're talking about. And so that can get kind of technical. But just for today, I just wanted your feedback on designs. I wanted to talk about lab grown because it is an important conversation to have. I think if you are a firelight shopper, you already understand it. And now you're getting an opportunity to stretch and grow into color. And that, I think, is, you get to trump everybody, really. You get to get in, a bad word to use right now, just in any way, shape, or form.
Even a good way.
Yeah, good or bad. But you get an opportunity to come in and before anybody else and to figure out what you love. So that's what I love about this.
Asking the guys specifically what they think.
Yeah, it would be cute. Oh, Mom, look.
Yo,
These are pictures. You like this one? I'm getting all kinds of love on this one.
wait till you
MJ.
Oh my.
Oh. So you're saying this looks really modern, Michelle. Go ahead. I know that's what you're thinking. This looks really modern, Michelle. Why is it in an Art Deco collection? Because this isn't all purely Art Deco. A lot of the pieces you're going to be seeing in the Ethos, it's Ethos by Firelight, which is an X, right? By, and then Firelight. So Ethos, and then an X, and then Firelight. They're going to be influenced by pieces from this era. So what is it about this ring that makes it that way? Because it's a little chunkier than what you would traditionally see in Art Deco, right? For the most part. It is the baguettes. The beautiful, incredible,
There, it's catching light
angular,
right there. Beautiful.
gorgeous baguettes.
Aren't
This
there
is a
earrings,
honker.
too?
This is like 3 carats, this ring. So nice. What?
Aren't there earrings that go with it?
Oh, are there? There just might be earrings that go with it. Yes, you're ahead of me. But yeah, those are going to be, I'm going to show you those next. And I do, maybe you can see them from a distance. Can you see them? This also, I want to do an emerald, ruby, and sapphire. They're also lab-growing tanzanite, so we're considering maybe doing that if you like the idea. Remember, if we do it in tanzanite, it's going to be the ultimate color, but it's not going to be $5,000 or $6,000, right? It's going to be something really, really reasonable.
Take one off and show
Sure,
them.
I can do that. I'm getting this from Mom.
Yes.
Which means take it off. We're going to get to these in just a second, okay? But what she wants me to show you is how well they go together because they were actually made to go together as a team. Oh my gosh, as I do this, I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking we need to do? We need to do a small, let me know what you think about this, but I'm thinking this just occurred to me. What if we did a small band like that? John, if you're watching, I don't know if John is here this morning or not. He had a
John, I'm
meeting, but
not
he was going to
sure.
try. But anyway, John, if you're out there, and I'll drop John a note about this too. Oh, yeah. I think we need to do that and make it really, like, really inexpensive. So we can maybe even do ring guards. That
You
is
know who
good.
would be a good idea is for a bride,
Yes?
if she happened to have a color of her bride's dresses that are covered in the gemstone colors. If they're priced right, wouldn't that make a beautiful gift for her bridesmaids?
I'll tell you what I
Dresses.
want to do. I'll let you guys in on the secret. I want to do earring jackets.
Oh,
Because we all have, well, most of us, lots of us have solitaires, whether it's diamonds or whether it's diamondique or whatever it happens to be, or even pearls. If you were to put an earring jacket like this, and again, keep your ideas coming too,
oh, please.
in a circle around a pearl or around a stud, wouldn't that be fantastic with this set? Anybody getting inspired?
Tyrone, I'm looking for the guys to let us know. Tyrone
Tyrone
said
says
that is a beautiful bracelet.
it was a beautiful bracelet.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and we could do, you could still imagine if this were in emerald, you could still do that bracelet with an emerald version of this ring.
Beautiful.
Or, you know, any of your traditional white diamond pieces that you own, whether they're in Affinity Mine diamonds or whether they're in Firelight lab-grown diamonds, you can do the bracelet. You could stack with this type of thing. Ruby is the birthstone for the month of July. Again, that's coming up. And so when this debuts on Gem Day in April, or not Gem Day, pardon me, Diamond Month, and Diamond Month goes on all month long, but the 18th is going to be a really good day to be a diamond girl. If you want to see some of this stuff. Yeah.
Shirley
So
girl
mark
says
your
she
calendar.
loves earring jackets.
I do too. I love earring jackets because they take it to a whole new place, don't they? They transform your jewelry. And I think, you know, that's what we want. We want versatility. We want a way to I don't know, stretch and grow and do things that are just a little bit different.
You get multiple looks, multiple earrings with the jacket.
Now, one of the things about this collection that I am very proud of is I wanted to, on some of the pieces, not all of them, but like on a piece like this, I wanted to really up the gram weight because I think we're missing that. I think a lot of our pieces are very dainty on Q, and I love that too. But I wanted something that was a little, had a little girth to it, you know? So check this out. Look at the gold here. All of the pieces, whether they're yellow, white, or rose, we're going to do some rose gold too, and you're going to see a piece today. In fact, I might show you that sooner than later. But anyway, they're going to have a nice amount of gold around them. Because to me, like when you look at a building, when you look at somebody building a building, you want the architecture to be proper on that piece, right? You want it to be nice and sturdy, nice and strong. And I think that it's important. I mean, for the longevity. These are not pieces you buy like just to leave in a jewelry box. I want jewelry that you wear and jewelry that people say, wow, where did you get that ring? And you say, oh, this old thing? Oh, yes, it was Art Deco inspired. It's from the Ethos by Firelight collection. It's a female owned company, a female run company. She is also a member, and she and her team actually are also a member of the WJA, the Women's Jewelry Association. So where we lift each other up. You know, by the way, speaking of WJA, I know a lot of you that are watching right now are interested in maybe getting involved in creating jewelry or selling jewelry behind a counter or becoming a bench jeweler or becoming a buyer or becoming a show host. We actually offer a lot of grants and scholarships for men and women. One of the guys at work, I was trying to tell him he needs to apply for a scholarship because he takes these beautiful photos of crystals and things that just would translate so beautifully into, well, and do already translate so beautifully into artwork, but we could help him with that. So any of you that are interested, go to the Women's Jewelry Association or WJA.com. Check out the scholarship opportunities, apply. It's really simple and easy, and you just might be able to get some cash to follow your dreams. And again, let me know how it all works out for you. I would love that.
I'm schmoozing with the guys
Are you now, Mom?
for ideas.
As usual.
because They know.
What did I do here next?
They got their
Oh, that's the big ring.
guys know what they like to see on themselves and their women.
True.
And guys love jewelry.
Are you telling me we need a guy's piece? Is
Yes,
that
I
what you're
am.
saying? Okay, so next up, one step at a time, all right? But we'll get there. I promise you we will. And I'll tell you what's kind of on my mind, Tyrone. It's Tyrone, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tyrone
and Jonathan.
Jonathan, too.
Yeah, and Jonathan. So what I'm thinking, guys, is my father, when he was here, he was known for his jewelry. My dad was a hard-working dude. I mean, he worked with his hands his whole life. He was a contractor. He started as a carpenter at a brewery in Minnesota, and then developed into his own business. Oh, he was the maintenance director there? Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. And then became the carpenter. And then after that, started his own business. And so, but when he was not working, he was just hanging around the house or whether he and Mom were going out somewhere, he was known for his jewelry. So what I have in my mind for you guys is I want to recreate down the line my father's ring. He wore a ruby. I didn't even tell you this. Yeah.
No, you
Do you still have it, or did you give it to one of the boys?
I think I still have it
Good.
in the vault.
Good, because that's what I want to do. And so that's hopefully going to be coming for you. His was ruby, but yours could be emerald, sapphire, whatever you choose. Anyway, anything else before I move on?
No, go ahead. I think
All right.
they're all
So
oohing and eyeing.
I know. Aren't they fantastic, right? I love these. Love them, love them. I snuck them on and I wore them during Gem Day. Again, the buying team was nice enough to bring me down the samples. These are so fresh. I mean, seriously, this
There's
stuff's...
no numbers on
Again, if you joined us late, there are no item numbers. There are no prices. We're just talking about the development of this, about Art Deco jewelry, about, most importantly, lab-grown colored gemstones. Again, under the Firelight umbrella, we're expanding the collection starting Diamond Month. So you'll find this type of product under the name Ethos. It's Ethos, and then an X, and then Firelight. Ethos by Firelight. So when they do launch, which I'm not sure what day that these pieces are all going to launch, or if they're even going to launch together. That's not my job. That's the planner's job. But if you were to take some photos, and then you could search the web or just write down Ethos by Firelight and look, starting at the beginning of April, I can guarantee you that there'll be one or two pieces, throughout, scattered throughout the month.
Ethos
all right.
X.
Yeah, Ethos X Firelight. All right, so yes, thank you,
You're too
Mom.
excited about
I am excited. You're right. I can't wait.
waiting
How am I
so
doing
long.
for time, by the way? I'm
Well,
taking
got about
Okay.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I got
little
this. I got this. Again, keep your feedback coming. Keep your questions coming. This is really fun. But ta-da! The
You
first.
waited so long.
I did. Waited so long. The original. The original. You know, when you're a collector of something, whether it be jewelry or artwork or, I don't know, a Limoges box or whatever, a coin. A coin is a good example because the first and the last of a series are always the one that everybody wants, right?
Turn that a
So
little straighter.
when you purchase this ring, know that you are getting it as the first one in rose gold, the first one of its kind.
Oh, God, it's pretty.
So yeah, wow, this is really, really special. Now, this could not have been an Art Deco piece. Can you tell me why, anybody? Lab-grown gemstones didn't come around at the same time until after World War II, and ruby was not the first one. It was emerald that came out first through the Chatham Company. And of course, worldwide, globally known, great reputation of really high quality lab grown gems. But it was a struggle at first because people didn't have computers. People didn't understand technology. We weren't sending people to other places like Mars, right? Not yet. And so now,
Mark Gordon.
hello, Mark.
Mark said it still
Hi.
looks wet, not dry. It's true.
Isn't that, you know what? This one was a really hard photograph to take, Mark. It was super hard to take because the diamonds in it are so well cut and bright. And I mean, the rubies are too, don't get me wrong. But you know, with diamonds, you get that whole rainbow thing going on. I could not get, well, of course, you can't stop the light in a diamond. Woo, you know what? T-shirt time. Can't stop the light in a diamond, huh? You're a
I got one
diamond,
that said,
mama.
I'm so crabby today, I can't talk to myself.
Did you hear her? She said she saw one today
I bought
that
one.
said, you bought it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry. Gosh. She bought a t-shirt that said, I'm so crabby today.
I don't even talk to myself.
I don't even talk to myself. I like my t-shirt better. Can't stop the light in a diamond. You got to keep your light shining, everybody, right? You got to,
Maybe I need more time.
no matter what kind of frame of mind we're in, we got to, yes. But it was hard because the light doesn't stop. And so it was really hard. That's why the pictures ended up looking wet.
Down a little.
Down, okay, you tell me when, Mom. You tell me when. Right
Your
there?
hand. Down just a hair.
Lower, okay.
A little lower.
Lower, how's that?
Now turn. Oh,
What are you doing? She's directing. Do you want a promotion? Do you want to be a director? Is that the thing? Let me take this off my hand.
no, I don't. There.
Is that better for you? Yeah? All right. It is so pretty. Oh, look at all the happy faces. This is so good.
Oh, it's
Oh, if you, again, hit the love. Show me the love so I can go back to the team and I can say this is the one that they love the best, or that's the one that they really showed interest in.
yeah, they're not going to know till they see
No,
it.
you wait until you see it. You're just going to fall in love. In fact, here's a good look. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's a good look at the finishing on these pieces. Isn't that lovely? Look at how nice they are.
That's so important. People miss out on that.
Do you know what? It is important. It drives me crazy when people don't show the back of a ring. I want to see that, don't you? I want to see the sides. I want to see every single inch of it if I'm going to spend some money on something. So I do my best. But you know, on the air, it's really the host's job to do that. So I never want to offend them, right?
Yeah, we're running out of time.
We're running
Son
out of
a gun.
time.
I wish we
Well,
had
you know
more
what?
time.
We have. What do I have left? Let's
Here,
see.
This.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Is this the last piece?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not so bad then, right?
No,
I'm
you're
running
good.
pretty much on time. Anybody mind that I'm going a
That's it.
little bit over today? Because this is our last and final piece. Am I going over? How much time do I have?
no.
Good. I always try to be really respectful of your time. If you're just coming in, I know it's really important. Your time is important, but isn't it fun just to take a little break out of your day and look at beautiful things just for the jollies of it? To me, it's really fun. I mean, look at us. We do it on our own. It's always free to stop in and hang out with Mama Pat and I. Remember that. Share this with a friend who loves jewelry or perhaps has a September baby, because that is sapphire on the shoulder. This, by the way, guys, is what sapphire is supposed to look like. Sapphire is not supposed to be on the black side. It is not supposed to be cloudy or look like a lozenger. Same thing with emeralds and rubies. They're supposed to be, if they're of higher quality, you want them to be more transparent. And in the case of sapphire, you want a brighter blue. You want to make sure that it looks blue. And so I think that this ring really delivers. And the thing that made this one so special to me was the hand mill graining on it. That is a labor of love. That is all done by hand. Every little hash mark is done. Yeah, so no two are the same. What are you laughing
I
about?
spelled sapphire wrong.
You spelled sapphire wrong? That's okay. It's early.
S-A-P-H-I-R.
I happen to know you haven't even had a coffee yet. So
I just commented on that because when I saw, like on your hand, it
Yes.
wasn't as striking. On your hand, it's more striking
In
than
person?
the picture shows. Now that picture shows it well.
thank you.
When I saw it, the first picture I saw, the blue wasn't as absolutely striking as it is
Well, the lighting was probably weird. I was in the
was.
studio. I took a picture of it. I was standing in the shadows, like over off to the side. I'm not supposed to take pictures on the set, right? Like when
No.
the live show's going on. But I was doing it, trying to send it to Mom. I'm like, can you believe this? Because I had just seen it for the first time and I was excited. But yeah, you're right. I was standing off in the wings, like in the shadow behind a prop, so nobody could see what I was doing. So I get where you're coming from. But no, they're blue. They're bright.
But
They're blue.
They're beautiful.
And they are absolutely gorgeous. But it was the hand mill graining that I wanted you to see. Let me see if I took one of my hand. Is that on my hand? Yeah.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
You can see it. You can see it a little bit better there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
even here, I was standing kind of off to the side. You can tell because the lighting's kind of funky.
Yeah.
But hand mill graining is something that they originally did with coins to save metal. When metal, again, wartime, when metal was so valuable and they were using it for other things, they would physically take currency and carve it away. And so that the technique is beautiful, but it was practical at the time too. So, and again, they were working in precious metals. And so anyway, that's how that all came about. So I'm sorry, I'm rushing now a little bit because I know I'm really close to the gun. Anything else that
We're right there.
we're right there. All right. So that is awesome. This is for Cass. Thank you, Cass, for recommending that I do this. We need to let everybody know that this is completely free. We do this for the fun of it. It's just really fun to get to connect more personally with you. It's very loose, obviously. We joke around, we have a good time. We take your questions, and if you're not watching it live, you should really try to come back and check us out live because that's where the fun really happens. You're able to interact with Mama Pat and me, and we can answer your questions on your jewelry in real time. But most of all, I really appreciate your feedback. This exciting collection called Ethos by Firelight, it looks like from the comments that this might have been one of the favorite rings that we had. Ethos by Firelight was inspired by Art Deco pieces. It is a female-owned company that we work with, and we're going to be launching this April 18th is going to be a really good day to be a lab-grown and also an affinity diamond lover. It is a beautiful month to be a diamond girl. If you are lucky enough to be an April baby, happy birthday in advance to you. But for the rest of us that just love to live in color and diamonds, this Ethos collection is, I think,
Give your,
just the best.
It's Michelle for, I said, send your wishes and send your ideas for designs.
Oh yeah, you know that's a good idea. If you have any, that's a really good idea. If you have any ideas for designs, or you have a ring that you think is really pretty, you get a lot of compliments on it, and you'd maybe like to see it within this collection, I'll give you guys, because you are good friends of ours, my personal email, which is hello@ursolidgold.com. Okay, so send me a note. You can do it anytime with any questions or comments. hello@ursolidgold.com. All right? Anyway, have a wonderful day. I love you all. If you like what you see, would you hit the hearts for me, please, or the happy
real
faces or
gemstones.
something? These are chemically, physically, optically, yes, emeralds, rubies, sapphires. We had that question. It's the same as our lab-grown diamond department, but these are, again, the other ones that were missing from the precious gems. So diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. The collection is called Ethos, Ethos, by Firelight. Mark Garden asked that question. All right. Well, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being with us. And we'll see you next week right here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Next week, we're going to talk about Easter, and I want to hear what everybody's up to. All right. We might even share a menu or two. All right. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye, everybody.